The two siblings loved playing together every day. Every evening, the children sat with their grandmother. Their grandmother loved telling wonderful stories. All the children listened with excitement. She always taught them about kindness and courage. One day, Ali decided to explore the forest near the village. The forest was full of tall trees and singing birds. Colorful butterflies fluttered around him. Suddenly, Ali noticed something glowing in the distance. It was a magical tree shining with golden light. Ali slowly walked closer to the glowing tree. When he touched the tree, something amazing happened. A soft, magical light spread across the forest. A tiny, magical bird suddenly appeared. Ali was surprised to see the bird. The bird said, "Ali, you have a kind heart." The magical bird began to explain the secret of the forest. This magical tree protects the entire forest. All the animals in the forest depend on it. Ali listened carefully to the magical bird, but suddenly, dark clouds covered the sky. A strong wind started blowing through the forest. The animals became frightened. The magical bird looked worried. Ali decided he would help the forest. Sana soon arrived to help her brother. Together they prepared to save the forest. The animals gathered around them. Ali told everyone not to be afraid. The magical tree began shining brighter. The magical light spread across the forest, but a dark shadow appeared near the hill. The animals hid behind the trees. But Ali stood bravely. Sana stood beside her brother. The magical bird flew toward the shadow. The magical light became brighter. The dark shadow slowly disappeared. The animals celebrated with joy. Ali felt proud to help the forest. Sana laughed happily. The magical bird thanked Ali. The forest became peaceful once again. The two children began walking back home. The sun slowly set over the village. Their grandmother was waiting to hear their story. Ali and Sana finally returned to their village. The village children were playing happily outside. When they saw Ali and Sana, everyone ran toward them. Their friends gathered around with curiosity. Ali began telling them about the magical tree. The children listened with wide eyes. Soon evening arrived in the peaceful village. All the children gathered around their grandmother. Their grandmother smiled warmly. Ali told her everything about the magical tree. She listened carefully to every word. She placed her hand gently on Ali's head. "My child, kindness always brings magic into the world." The children looked up at the shining stars. The village slowly became quiet. Far away, the magical bird flew above the forest. The magical tree was glowing brightly again. The animals slept peacefully near the tree. The deer quietly watched the glowing leaves. The forest was calm and peaceful. The next morning, the sun rose over the village. The roosters crowed to welcome the new day. Ali helped his father in the fields. Sana fed the chickens happily. A gentle breeze moved through the trees. Suddenly, the magical bird appeared again. Ali looked surprised but happy. The bird said, "The forest needs your help again." Sana looked curious and excited, and the bird pointed toward the forest. Ali and Sana started walking toward the forest. Butterflies fluttered along the forest path. The tall trees formed a green roof above them. Some animals were hiding behind the trees. Ali knew something was wrong. In the distance, they saw dark smoke. Sana became worried. The magical bird flew quickly ahead. Ali and Sana ran deeper into the forest. Some bushes had caught fire. The animals were scared and running everywhere. Ali quickly brought water from the river. The animals helped him put out the fire. The magical tree began glowing brighter. Slowly, the fire disappeared. The animals were safe again. The magical bird thanked Ali once more. Sana felt proud of her brother. The forest became peaceful again, and the magical tree continued protecting the forest. The next morning, the village woke up under the warm sunlight. Birds flew happily across the blue sky. Ali was watering the small plants outside his home. Sana was feeding the chickens in the yard. Their grandmother watched them with a proud smile. A gentle breeze moved through the village. Suddenly, the magical bird appeared again. Ali looked surprised but happy to see his friend. The bird said, "The forest needs your help once more." Sana looked curious and excited. The magical bird pointed toward the forest. Ali and Sana started their journey to the forest again. The tall trees welcomed them into the forest. Colorful butterflies danced in the air, but the forest felt quieter than usual. Some animals were hiding behind the trees. A deer looked worried as Ali approached. Ali carefully looked around. Broken branches were scattered everywhere. The magical tree was glowing very weakly. Ali gently touched the magical tree. A small spark of light appeared. The magical bird said the forest was losing its strength. A monkey pointed toward a dark hill nearby. There was a dark cave in the hill. Ali decided they must explore the cave. Sana bravely followed her brother. They slowly entered the dark cave. Inside the cave, glowing crystals covered the walls. A strange shadow moved across the cave. Ali held up a torch to see better. They found a baby animal trapped under some rocks. Sana quickly helped remove the stones. The baby animal was finally free. A magical light spread through the cave. The forest began glowing brightly again. The animals cheered happily. The magical bird flew happily in the sky. Sana smiled proudly. The magical tree shined brighter than ever. The forest slowly returned to its peaceful and happy state. All the animals gathered near the magical tree. The deer bowed to thank Ali. The rabbits hopped around with joy. Sana laughed happily. The magical birds circled around the glowing tree. The golden leaves sparkled in the sunlight. Ali gently touched the magical tree once more. A warm magical light spread through the forest. The forest was safe and peaceful again. Ali and Sana decided to return to their village. The animals gathered to say goodbye. The magical bird flew above them. They walked along the forest path. Their village slowly appeared in the distance. The village children were playing outside. When they saw Ali and Sana, they ran to greet them. Everyone wanted to hear their adventure. Ali began telling them about the magical tree. The children listened with great excitement. Soon evening arrived in the peaceful village. The children gathered around their grandmother. Dadi Amma smiled kindly. Sana excitedly told the whole story. Dadi Amma listened carefully. She placed her hand gently on Ali's head. "My child, kindness always brings magic." The children looked at the bright stars. The village slowly became quiet. A soft wind moved through the trees. Far away, the magical bird flew over the forest. The magical tree shined under the moon. The animals slept peacefully. The forest was calm and safe. Ali smiled as he listened to Dadi Amma. Dadi Amma said, "Brave hearts can change the world." Sana sat quietly beside her grandmother. The stars sparkled brightly above. Every act of kindness creates a little magic. The village slept peacefully that night. Ali and Sana had learned an important lesson. Courage and kindness are powerful. Helping others makes the world better, and true heroes are always kind. The magical tree continued protecting the forest. The animals lived happily. The forest stayed peaceful, and the village remained joyful. Ali and Sana kept exploring new adventures, and Dadi Amma kept telling wonderful stories. Stories filled with courage, and stories filled with kindness. The children always listened carefully and dreamed of becoming heroes. The magical forest stayed safe. The magical bird watched over it. The magical tree shined brightly, and the forest remained full of life. This was the story of courage and kindness. And remember, children, kindness always brings magic into the world.